Alright guys, we made it to Trader Joe's. Just had the breast exam. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I didn't know I was supposed to have that done every year. I should really pay better attention. Alright, well, that's done anyway. So let's go in here and see if we can find anything cool at Trader Joe's. This place is packed today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are at Trader Joe's. And if there is a level above speed browsing, that's where I was on this day. This place was so packed. It was a Friday afternoon. Actually, it was right at lunchtime, and I think that's what it was. There was a lot of people there having lunch. But I wanted to be sure and highlight some of the fun seasonal finds that I saw that I would love to try. So if you've tried them, please let us know. Lots of fun stuff for the children. But I was mainly going there for the cookies and the mustard, and I found those. And then I saw a TikTok on the olive flatbread, and we did not care for that at all. Those are wonderful. We didn't care for the olive flatbread at all. But yeah, they were just so packed. I couldn't really get around. I couldn't really look at anything. But the main reason I went, right there, lots of fun stuff for the kids. Lots of fun stuff. Alright, headed into Target. I broke into the way more chocolate chip cookies because I was starving. Alright, let's go see what the Dollar Spot has to offer. Alright, we are at Target Dollar Spot, and this has to be a miracle day because I walked out of there with nothing. Absolutely nothing. I love acrylic. Look at these acrylic, but they're for file folders, and I don't necessarily want to see those. I love the idea of displaying them in something nice like that. And I guess if you only have one or two of them and you've got a cutesy little file, or I don't know. That just wasn't for me. And these right here, not for my age group. But it looked like they had about all of those sets. These are really cute little containers for the holiday season. That's cute. Little personal crock. Ceramic. More of the files. And these I do not like because they catch flies. You'll be sitting in the living room watching TV and you'll hear zzz. And you're like, what is that? There's a fly stuck around here somewhere. And it's usually in the window clean. Lots of little stuff. Can't have for my age group, but still fun. I guess these are straw toppers. Keep those pesky flies out of your straw. And these are always a good time. The kids love these scratchbooks. We passed over the slime. I didn't even want to touch it and pick it up. Those are cute little molds. Are they ice molds? I couldn't tell. An 8-pack of mini play. This was 20 boxes of 4 stickers. I thought that was a little much, but I guess if you got a small class and you're passing them out. Now, I think these said 7. I'm not sure because I can't see but I just remember thinking while I was standing there, wow, $7? So, yeah, go to Walmart for that. Oh, actually, Ollie's had them beat. Ollie's was cheaper than Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Target. Lots of fun stuff for the older children, not the youngers. I never did dig mechanical pencils. I know a lot of people love them. Just not my thing. That's okay. I almost got the bubbles, but then I was like, I don't have anything in my cart. Why am I buying these? I don't want to stand in line, and I knew it was just a busy day altogether. Didn't want to stand in line. But lots of fun things to pass out for the kids. That's not candy. I mean, they're going to get a lot of candy. Sometimes it's fun to change it up. I sometimes hand out toothbrushes. Now, the kids don't really appreciate that, but the parents do. Now we're going to end up in the candy. They had all their fun candies over here. Gotta have the Peeps. Nerds, gummy clusters. Little fun mini house. I think that was $5. That would be a good time if you like doing stuff like that. All right, you know I can't let the weekend go by without going to Dollar Tree. This is one of my favorite Dollar Trees. Forgive the Frenchies. They're playing in the background. They had all the best colors of pipe cleaners. And look where the wreath bases were. They were all tucked in behind the skeletons, behind one pumpkin wreath base. And I'm glad they hid them over there, because had they not, I wouldn't have got any. So yeah, they weren't in the art section at all. I got those for a birthday party coming up this weekend. So this weekend we may not have any Saturday in town. It might have to be Saturday at the house. And that crepe paper. Walmart has that stuff. I decided to get not to get black. And then look at these. These are the flat ones. Why didn't they have these a couple months ago when I bought the great big ones? That's a pretty good price for a tiered tray. I don't know about... I have so many wonderful ornaments from Walmart's after Christmas sale last year. I am so excited to start making wreaths out of them. I am still doing Halloween and fall, and I'm kind of considering Veterans Day. You know how they put wreaths on, like, at the cemetery and stuff? So I'm kind of thinking there's a nice Veterans Day display up at our cemetery where Dad's buried at. So I'm thinking about making some and taking them out there. I think they'll be pretty. These are ceramic. A bunch of those. And then these make great gifts. You guys got to get those for any preteens. These had kind of a funny, like, I wasn't sure why they had like a funny grip. Is this a dupe to Dr. Teal's? Because I love Dr. Teal's. I should have got that just to see so I could compare. This Dollar Tree had quite a few nice things this particular day, which this was a Sunday. I think this was Sunday afternoon. So I was surprised. I had all of those. They must have just put those out. Cozy vanilla. I have wipes in my car, or I would have picked those up. And then these pop sugar. These were new to me. Well, I think we saw them at the other store, but we didn't see all three of them. Bath enhancers. I can't take a bath. I'll fall asleep. These look new. What are we checking? Oh, look. They were just over there with the... It looks like all the first aid stuff, but there's hand sanitizers right beside them. There's only one of that pink one left. Because at most of the Dollar Trees, they kind of hide those off. Put them up in a separate place. They had all of, well, no, they didn't have the one that tasted like, the one that smells like sugar cookies, but they did have some of the smaller ones. I think that one flavor is like ginger, citrus and ginger. I'm not a ginger fan. I'm really not. Some people are. I think that's one of those things like cilantro. You either love it or you hate it. This would make an awesome gift. Yeah, I don't know what next weekend holds. I hope we get to go to a store, but we may not. And we are getting to my hibernation season now. I do need to turn in a Walmart order, so maybe next weekend will involve a Walmart on the porch. That's what we're going to call it, Walmart on the porch. That's going to be our winter series. Because, guys, we only have like 20 days until the time change. And I tell you, once it's dark at 5:30, that's usually it for me. I mean, I know it should be mind over matter. And if I can stay up until 9 o'clock in the summertime, why can't I stay up until 9 o'clock in the wintertime? But I just can't. Had to pick up some candy for a little birthday coming up. Oh, have to have the Andy's hot fries. Just checking out the food section here. I usually don't spend too much time in the food section. But they had a lot of little things I hadn't seen before. Pasta Zing. I had to check that out, but I don't know how I feel about pasta in a bag. And come on, $5 for these Pokemon cards. Stop. That's a good sized little caddy. I don't need a caddy, but if I did. Alright, we're about to the end of this shopping. I so appreciate you guys watching and coming back. And I have no idea what next weekend's going to hold, but we'll come up with something. Thanks for watching.